Hey there everyone, Dr. Seitz here, and I hope you guys are doing well. Things are settling, with the beginning of the school year and everything. I know for both me and Esther, the things became so eventful, right at the end of August and going into September, that as you've noticed, we did slow down on posting any content on our channel. But today I have some updates for you for myself. Esther also has some exciting news to share with you, but I want to let her do it on her own. I don't want to do it for her. So as far as my update, I have, as most of you know, I have been faculty with University of Texas Rio Grande Valley for quite a while already. And last year I went on for promotion, and I did receive my promotion at the beginning of this year. It became official. So now I'm officially tenured at UTRGV School of Music, and I went from assistant professor to associate professor rank, which is awesome. I'm so excited. Yay! The next exciting thing for me is that I'm getting ready to perform my first in-person performance as a soloist with the orchestra after pandemic, and it happens to be our own UTRGV student orchestra, UTRGV Symphony Orchestra, and I will be performing as a soloist with them on October 9th and 10th on both Edinburg and Brownsville UTRGV campuses. I will put Conert Info in the description box. Both of the concerts are free, and they're both in person, and I'm so excited. Our students sound amazing, and they're performing this wonderful program with Barbara Adagio, Bruch Concerto with yours truly as a soloist, and then the second half is the whole Beethoven 8th Symphony with our new conductor, Dr. Norman Gamboa. So I'm really excited about that. And as I was getting ready to start practicing, I just realized, you know what, Bruch Concerto is such an iconic piece. It's been performed so much, and it is being performed. I have taught it so many times to my students, so I thought, why not post some of my practice time on that concerto, especially since the performance is coming up so soon, and I'm getting kind of bored of practicing it over and over again. So I thought this will make it a little bit more exciting for me and hopefully fun for you to watch. I'm also trying out this hairstyle, so hopefully it'll work for stage. I don't know, because if you've seen me over the years, the past, I don't know how many years, I've had quite a short haircut, so I never had to worry about keeping my hair off my face during the performance. But during pandemic, my hair grew out, and my family and friends were saying, "Oh, keep it long." So I decided to go ahead. Plus, it creates a little extra drama, I think, for Bruch performance. So anyway, let me know if you think this is too much, the little sparkly things, or I'm just curious to see what you think. But I really need something to keep my hair off my face, so I'm trying different things, and also I'm trying this and see if it holds really well, because I do have a lot of hair. Anyway, so I'm gonna go grab my violin, and today I'll take you along on my practicing of the first movement of Bruch. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. All right, so I am tuned and ready to go. So I'm starting with the beginning. Right now I'm going to go over the two solo parts. So my goal here is obviously make sure I'm playing in tune and I'm playing all the correct bowings and fingerings. But most important, I really want to make the phrasing interesting and expressive enough for my listeners so they can see some of the dynamic of where this thing is going, how it's developing, and so on. So let's see if I can do that. as you can see, you know, I'm trying to make it very, very difficult. I think very, very different. I think the first time maybe I felt like I was a little bit too slow. Let me try it. So the trick is you have to start, you know, I want to start soft, but you have to start loud enough because it's your first entrance, you're right after the orchestra plays that little quiet tutti. So I'm going to have to find a way of starting it loud enough, but then doing diminuendo where I can start developing the lines. So. Yes, I definitely liked this second time better. I think I was a little bit more in tune with the dynamic of the melody. Let me know what you think. I mean, it's very relative, of course. I think those little things that I notice a lot of times, maybe my audience won't, but I feel like overall they do make a big, big difference. So now for the rocking part. Oh, I love that next part. The cello bass are doing this epic pits, which is of course like a bajillion octaves lower than this, but it's just such a great engine to the whole movement. It's just really dynamic. Let me see. It's interesting because they're most of the time the bowings that I've seen, and let me know what you think, more traditionally is the pickup is played down bow, right? But I really, really like starting up bow, even though it takes a little effort to kind of snap the accent at the up bow. But I feel like it gives such a more dynamic to the next note because it leads me right into the next downbeat. Right, so yeah, let me know. I wonder, first of all, let me know in the comments if you played it or if you're learning the piece, and if you do, what is it that you like, what is it you don't dislike, what are your challenges. I would love to read your comments and see if I could help you out, because I'm working on this piece too and I've taught it many times. So yeah, one of the things, the open E's, yeah, it's just very annoying, so I have to always make sure I'm not moving my bow too fast. If you heard in the previous thing, when I played through just right now, there was that whistle on the E string, so I just have to be very almost, if you have that problem, this is what I found out. If I'm playing a slur, I kind of intentionally interrupt the slur a little bit before I go to open E, and that way I can catch it. So but if that happens, so let me show you slow motion, so I'm almost doing, right? I really have to do it because the first time I played through, you saw I forgot about it because I got too excited, and then boom, it whistled. Which is not a big deal, guys. I mean, don't make too big of a deal out of it. If it whistles, it's not the end of the world. But it's kind of annoying, right? And so since I'm still practicing it, might as well just pay attention to that. So, whew, I love this part. Let's keep going now to the second theme, which is so beautiful. The second theme, actually, I'm gonna play with music for now, just to make sure that I'm not, usually I practice, as soon as I memorize a piece, I practice from memory because I like to perform from memory, and that makes me more confident in my memorization because my body just gets used to playing from memory. But right now, since it's so close to the performance, I want to play through it actually looking at the music, making sure that I'm not forgetting anything accidentally or playing different, maybe wrong rhythms, or maybe there's some repetitions. Just make sure that everything is kosher. So. Yeah, you can do a little bit better that exchange. Do a little bit better intonation right there. So that G flat. I just love it so much. Let's try it again. It is really so much fun to play with orchestra, of course with the accompaniment. And by the way, I found this amazing channel, and I'm going to put a link to that. It's called My Pianist, and this person, whoever you are, if you watch this, I hope you see this. It's amazing what you do. I love how you record your accompaniments, and so I highly recommend, guys. I'll put the link to that channel in the description box because they have phenomenal accompaniment tracks for so many violin and cello. There are other, I think there's some flute pieces, but the accompaniment for this concerto is just a life savior for me. And I was using the accompaniment because they also do it in different tempos. So it was so very helpful. I couldn't have learned it so quickly and prepared it for the concert if it hadn't been for that amazing channel. So I highly recommend. It's called My Pianist, and I will put the link to the accompaniment to the first movement of Bruch on that channel. If you're working in it, I highly recommend. Now, I know YouTube is international, so I don't know where you are. If you're in the US, then you're good because that channel does a 440A, I'm pretty sure. But here in Europe, it might be a little flat for you, so I don't know, but you can figure it out. Okay, so the next part, super exciting. I'm gonna turn off my music. It seems like anytime I forget things, it's in slower parts, maybe because I don't pay attention quite as much, so that's why the slower part I play with music. But I think the next part, so I'm gonna play actually a little bit slower because I tend to rush really badly on that whole next part. So I promised myself that I was gonna play under tempo until maybe a few only days until the concert. So bear with me, it's gonna be a little bit slower than I want. Yeah, you can do a little bit better on that chord again. 2 solos, and hopefully it works out. We'll see what happens. So that second solo with those little grace notes, you know, sometimes my fingers just tangle up in it. Comment, I would appreciate if you comment, if you tell me if you had the same experience, because it's so weird. So I usually have to practice it like this. Let me see. I don't know, because otherwise I don't know what it is, but I think it has to do with the lateral movements of the fingers because of the grace notes. Sometimes you have very little time to move the same finger from one string to another, and maybe that's why. So I just really have to practice this a lot. And then the scale. Let's try it again. All right. Well, I think I'm getting already to the point where I need to take a break, because sometimes I get too carried away and I practice too long without breaks. So again, I'm trying to change that. And but thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this session. I'm planning to do definitely some of the third movement for you, maybe the whole one, maybe some of it, hopefully before the performance. And I would love to invite you, if you're in the Valley, anywhere close to the Valley, driving distance, I would love for you to come to the concerts. Again, it's October 9th and October 10th. They are free, admission is free. The details will be in the description box, and also the link to the wonderful My Pianist channel that has phenomenal accompaniments to this and many other violin pieces. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give us thumbs up. And if you're subscribed, thank you so much for your support. It means so much to us, both me and my daughter Esther. It's just really, really fun thinking that we have you guys listening to our videos, caring about our music. And if you're not subscribed, but you like what you see, please subscribe for more tips on practicing more effectively on violin, cello, sometimes a little bit of a viola thrown in. Of course, if you're getting ready for All-State, don't forget to check out our Texas All-State Etude tutorials, and have a wonderful, wonderful week, and go practice.